Oh yeah.
Red alert, drum, shine a light down. On the front lines, on my mind now. Fighting my time on the high ground. Blinded, but I'm still alive. Shout, oh! They said we're lucky to have got this far, and that it's not worth fighting for. The words are written on the wall. Come on and fight back. No starting over again. We'll take it right back from the ones where again it's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Take a chance now and draw a line in the sand. It's in our hands now. No living with regret. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Fretting what's right on my heel, sweat on my skin, pins and needles, and that is not worth fighting for. The words are written on the wall. Come on and fight back. No starting over again. We'll take it right back from the ones where again it's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Take a chance now and draw a line in the sand. It's in our hands now. No living with regret. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. They said we're lucky to have got this far, and that it's not worth fighting for. The words are written on the wall. Come on and fight back. No starting over again. We'll take it right back from the ones where again it's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Take a chance now and draw a line in the sand. It's in our hands now. No living with regret. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last This is our last stand.
If you smell what the rock is cooking. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to lie.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our second catch-up show of the week. I am Lucifer Jones, joined as always by
Sean Randy Smith.
and in this catch-up session we will be discussing SmackDown's second exclusive pay-per-view since the brand split, WWE No Mercy.
No Mercy is finally back.
A after 8 years, they've decided to bring back not only the Backlash pay-per-view, but the No Mercy pay-per-view.
2 former WWE pay-per-views are now back with us. Hallelujah.
This show should not take as long as the show did yesterday, because on this show we just have to cover one.
No, the show was relatively short compared to Backlash and Clash of Champions.
So let's get down to the show, shall we?
Let's shout.
The show as always kicks off with a kick-off show or pre-show, whatever you want to call it. And this show started off right like that, and it had an 8-man tag team match in it. We had the Hype Bros in Zack Ryder and Mojo Lowry teaming up with American Alpha in Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, taking on The Ascension in Connor and Victor,
Also known as Legion of Doom rip-offs.
and the Vaughn Villains in Aiden Inglis and Simon Gotts.
Who went too far back in time.
Now, we're not going to waste too much time on this. It was a 10-minute match which was eventually won by the Hype Bros and American Alpha.
Yes, let's move on.
Now, when the No Mercy kicked off, and they kicked off in a major way, because this is the first time in my history, in the best of my recognition, unless you count the No Mercy pay-per-view in 2007, when something similar happened, but they started this show with the WWE World Championship match.
WTF?
Some people say they just wanted to kick off the show in a big way. I personally believe that the main reason behind this was because No Mercy was at some point going to crash with the American presidential debate.
That's probably why, so that's why they probably ended it quick.
But in any event, this was a triple threat match with AJ Styles defending the championship against Dean Ambrose and John Cena.
Now, going into this match, if John Cena won this match, he would break a record that would.
No, he wouldn't.
To Ric Flair.
No, he wouldn't.
He would equal it.
He would tie the record because, of course, Dean Ambrose automatically got a rematch after losing the championship to AJ Styles at Backlash, and technically he got that rematch on Raw. However, John Cena has done everything in WWE and really only has one goal left, and that is to equal and possibly break the record of being a 16-time world champion. Could he do it in this match?
Well, let's find out.
Well, this match was a WrestleMania quality main event. We had false finishes, we had everything.
Everything that a triple threat match would offer.
Yes, but the ending of the match was a bit peculiar because we really did have a false finish, because Dean Ambrose had AJ Styles in a
predicament.
in a submission hold.
Okay.
John Cena then put AJ Styles into the STF. AJ Styles had no tapped out, but because we cannot have two winners and two world champions, although we've done it several times, WWE,
So the decision
The referee did not call for the bell, even though the bell was rang. So the referee waved it off, and we started the match. The match ended with John Cena hitting an attitude adjustment on Dean Ambrose from the top rope.
ouch.
But then AJ Styles introduces a chair into the equation.
And before you guys jump to conclusion, yes, it was no disqualification.
Triple threat matches always had no disqualification, or mostly are.
Yes.
So Cena gets hit with a chair, and for like the third time, it seems like, AJ Styles pins John Cena and retains the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Deja vu, anyone?
Our next match saw women's action
It did indeed,
between John Cena's other half, Nikki Bella,
yes, Nikki Bella.
taking on Carmella.
Ooh.
And before we go into the backstory, is that Carmella seems to be jealous of Nikki Bella and is targeting her. La, la. But if you were paying attention, you may have noticed that Nikki Bella came to the ring in a similar shorts to a type of shorts that John Cena wears to the ring.
Yeah, I noticed this.
And this match was, how do we describe this?
It's what you would expect from a women's wrestling match.
Well, you say that, but women's wrestling has changed from what it was 10 years ago.
That's true. That is very, very true. But the overall winner of the match,
after hitting her finishing move, the Rack Attack 2.0, because after having a neck injury, she had to alter the style of move. Nikki Bella.
Hey, good.
Okay.
So far, it's proven to be a mixed bag of results.
Well, it turns out that you can look at her, but you can't touch her.
That's a good one. That's a good joke. But
Next, we go back to more championship action.
now this one I was particularly looking forward to because this has a little bit of a hidden stipulation to it.
Not quite that one, not quite
Not
yet.
quite.
Jumping
But
the
I'm looking
gun.
forward to this match nonetheless.
Heath Slater and Rhino were defending their tag team championships against the Usos, who, I'm not sure how to describe them with a new look. It's almost like the Fuggos.
The Fuggos. I like that. Well, to be honest, that's what they're dressing like at the moment, in their hoodies and everything.
It's almost like a mixture of Thugs and the Shield.
So we get. We'll think of the name of it off of the show. So.
For Thugder.
But obviously, Slater and Rhino defended their SmackDown Live Tag Team titles against the Usos.
Yes, I personally believe that this match was better than the match they had at Backlash, which would determine the first tag team champions for the SmackDown brand, or the Blue brand.
I would agree, this match definitely was better than the one they had at Backlash because it was more entertaining than the one at Backlash.
Yes, Heath Slater did go into this match supposedly with a knee injury, so the Usos were targeting that throughout the match.
They were.
But just like the first few times, the winner of the match ultimately came down to one move.
Gore.
With Rhino hitting a goal, then Reef getting the 1-2-3, the winners of the match, and still the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yes, Heath Slater and Rhino are still the champions, baby. Okay, that's my last one-man band thing for the day.
Now, I believe that our next match was originally advertised to take place on the pre-show.
But for some reason, it didn't happen on the pre-show.
It got moved to the main card, and that is Baron Corbin taking on We the People in Jack Swagger. Now, these two superstars had faced off the previous week on SmackDown, and there appears to have been a debate as to how that match actually finished.
Yes. Some people think, okay, was that meant to happen? Or was it, okay, that meant to happen?
Because the official winner on paper was Jack Swagger, but people are debating whether Baron Corbin tapped out or not.
It's strange, isn't it? But our official decision is...
I think that he tapped out.
Yeah, I would agree.
But in any event, we go into this match, and this match ended pretty much equally controversial because the referee... And did he get knocked down, or did he just... I think he got knocked down for part of it, but he wasn't, knocked out.
Yeah, I heard something like that.
And Baron Corbin took advantage from to the eye, end of days, 1, 2, 3. The winner of this match was Baron Corbin.
Yeah, unfortunately. Is it now time to go on to another championship action?
Yes, our next match is more championship action, and it was more at stake here than just a championship, because this match was a career versus title match for the Intercontinental Championship. Dolph Ziggler, who had been screwed time and time again by The Miz and Maurice, was willing to put his career on the line to get one more shot at the Intercontinental Championship.
Like we said, if The Miz wins, Dolph Ziggler is gone. And if Dolph Ziggler wins, he will become a
5-time Intercontinental Champion, which coincidentally enough is what The Miz was at with his never-ending Intercontinental Championship run.
Which, going into this match, was at
88 days.
Yes. Now this match, I think this match was pretty good.
Yes, I think this match, simply because of the stipulation, should have been the main event. Because the stipulation is a stipulation which I personally can't remember seeing since 2003, when we had a World Heavyweight Championship match at Unforgiven between Triple H and Goldberg.
Oh boy. But the eventual spike interference.
Yes, we had this match. We had false finishes after false finishes. We had more attempts to be screwed with yet again being attempted to spray in the eyes.
There was also interference from the Spirit Squad.
Yes, who we had not seen for a good 10 years. Dolph Ziggler even lost his boot in a similar style to Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20. In fact, the night that No Mercy took place would have been Eddie Guerrero's birthday.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But the eventual winner of the match, with a one-legged super kick or sweet chin music,
Straight to the mush.
and new Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
So,
Finally.
so it looks like the Miz's never-ending Intercontinental Championship run has ended, and now the Miz can go back to the drawing board, whilst Dolph Ziggler, who can now go into contract negotiations.
Like it. That's awesome.
Now, the next match is a women's match that was originally billed as a women's championship match between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss, aka Harley Quinn.
Oh yes. I can see the resemblance between Alexa Bliss and Harley Quinn.
However, it was like on the day of the pay-per-view, I think, that Becky Lynch had to pull out of it due to a health issue which had nothing to do with in-ring competition.
Yes. I'm afraid Becky Lynch was unable to defend her SmackDown Women's title backstage.
Alexa Bliss will still get the Women's Championship match on November the 8th when SmackDown comes to us from Glasgow, Scotland.
Yes.
Or Glasgow, as they pronounce it that way.
Yes. And because of the this week.
However, Alexa Bliss was still in action at this pay-per-view, and she was facing the amazing, glowing Naomi. And this was a 5-minute match, which it was like full of boss.
Yeah.
Particularly when they went for the rear view finisher by Naomi.
Yeah.
But
That was what
but the match ended with a roller and Naomi getting the victory.
So technically Becky Lynch retained the title.
Of course she retained the title. She never defended the bloody title.
Yeah, it's true.
Our final match tonight was a match which was originally scheduled to take place at Backlash. It was the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, taking on the Viper, Randy Orton. This match, in my honest opinion, I found it almost a disappointing.
Yeah. Considering I had it.
Considering how well this match could have gone, it was disappointing and definitely did not opinion, belong into the main event of the show.
Very, very true.
But this being a disappointment and letdown was still a rather entertaining match.
Yes,
And at the end of the match, we saw his pattern off the side.
Yep.
And just as he was going to make curses in his head,
Which I hear now. Be quiet.
just as he was hyping up for the RKO, the lights in the arena go out,
And who emerged?
and when the lights come back on, we see the returning Luke Harper.
Oh, great. I don't know why they take out.
Well, they needed to bring him back. I mean, the Black Sheep, Braun Strowman, is now on Raw.
True. And Luke Harper got a knee injury.
So, but Luke Harper did not touch any referee could not call for the disqualification.
No, he couldn't.
And that the distraction was enough for to hit the sister up again. Despite the World Championship match and the Championship match, and to a certain degree the player that took for our takers will be 17, which came out on October 11th.
Yes.
And after that we will be discussing Raw's next exclusive pay-per-view, which will be Hell in a Cell. Until then, I am Lisa Rock Jones.